Gravy maker. This is going on his videos, Mom.
There's the gravy maker.
No. The gravy goddess.
Keep dancing, baby.
Gravy maker.
And there's her gravy.
And
there's the gravy.
And look at the size of those wine glasses.
That was failure footage. Failure footage.
Failure footage.
Hello friends, family, total strangers. Today's video is going to be on what I'm doing for work now, so my new job. Before I get to that, I should just say a special thank you to Jax's mom and Jax's grandparents for inviting me to Thanksgiving. It was great. I did have special permission from Jax's grandmother to use that footage from the opening. Yeah, so yeah, it was great. Jax's grandparents live in Phoenix, so they invited me to join them for Thanksgiving, and yeah, it was awesome. It was great. So thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Jax's grandparents. So anyway, today's video is my new job. So I have a little story to tell before we get there. So when I left California, $1,500 in debt from my van repairs, and I hate having debt, so I wanted to get it paid off right away, and I made a decision which I wasn't too happy about, but I decided I was going to go back to Amazon. And everything I said in the previous video of how horrible Amazon was spot on. Like it was my least favorite job I've ever done. And I was going to go back to it because although it is a really terrible job, what maybe I undersold a little bit in that video was just how quick you can make money doing it. And if you're in debt and you need to get out, or you have, like, it's a good way to do it because they work you 60 hours a week, so you're getting 20 hours of overtime. And yeah, it would have been a good way to pay off my debt and then have some money to travel with. But it didn't work out. It didn't work out. So I didn't show up until Phoenix until right before Thanksgiving, and then I had Thanksgiving, and then I went to apply there afterwards, and they didn't have any jobs anymore. They were already done hiring because it was after Thanksgiving, and so they had hired everyone that they were going to hire, and then they just kind of weed people out until they get to Christmas. So I was too late to get on at Amazon. They did raise their wages as well, so because of all the bad press they've been getting, they raised their wages to, it starts between $15 and $18 an hour, and then plus you get the overtime. So yeah, it is a good way to make quick money. But I think they filled up their hiring faster this year because of the higher wages. So I didn't have a job, and I was in debt, and I'm not gonna lie, I was stressing out about it a bit. And I got onto a website, Indeed.com, to try to find something in the Phoenix area, and I applied at Macy's as an overnight receiver, so receiving new merchandise and stuff. And I was waiting to hear back, but I was really actually stressed out at this point because even if I got that job at Macy's, it ended, shortly after Christmas, like early January, and that would have given me enough money to pay off my credit card, but not enough to, live on for months after that. So I would have had to try to get another job, and I was going to have to stealth camp in the city, and all of that was really hitting me pretty hard. And you know, van life, at least for me, isn't all puppy dogs and rainbows. There are tough times, and I was having a tough time. I was really stressed and really bummed and really at a low point. I was really at a low point. But yeah, before I get into how I found my current job and all the stress relief that came with that, me and Jax's mom and Jax did a hike in the White Tanks. It's a regional park near Phoenix, kind of near Surprise, Arizona. And it costs $7 to get in, but it's a really cool park, great place if you want to do a hike, you know, kind of away from the city. But yeah, let me show you that footage. We did there's several hikes you can do in the park. We did the waterfall hike and then a little loop that near there as well. So yeah, let me kick you that footage. So yeah, the White Tanks are really cool. Definitely worth checking out if you're near Phoenix and just want a little day hike. So back to the story. After the White Tanks, Jax's mom and Jax went back to New Mexico, and I left Phoenix and was camping out. Still waiting on Macy's and stressing, and they told me I would hear back within 24 to 48 hours, and it had been a few days at this point, and so it was obvious I wasn't getting the Macy's job. And so I started to look in the ads to try to find another job, and the thought of stealth camping and all that was just really bumming me out. And I even thought of leaving the state completely and maybe even doing a cold weather job. Like, I got onto coolworks.com, and I was actually looking at a cross-country skiing resort in Minnesota. It actually crossed my mind, was hiring. But I didn't apply. I decided I didn't want to do that. I wanted a warmer winter than that. And so I got back onto Coolworks and decided, I had already searched jobs for Arizona and couldn't find anything, but I decided I'll do it one last time. Jobs in Arizona on Coolworks. And I did that, and this ranch popped up, and they were hiring a groundskeeper and a cook. And you know, I could do either one of those jobs. I haven't had a lot of groundkeeping experience, but I'm pretty versatile, so I decided, I mean, and this was the morning I'd woken up that morning and was near tears. Like, I was really at a low point. I was at a rock bottom low point and just stressed out and rethinking my life, and I was at a low point. And I got onto Coolworks, and there was the ranch job, so I pulled out my phone and called, and it turns out it was 20 minutes away from where I was camping. The ranch was a 20-minute drive from where I was camping. And I talked to the manager, who had hired a couple of people from Coolworks that didn't work out, and so he didn't want to hire anybody sight unseen. So we set up an appointment, and this is at like 9 in the morning, and I went over to the ranch at like noon, interviewed, and then it was right at the weekend, so he couldn't check any of my references. So he got back to me on Monday, got the job, and yeah, I'm working at a guest ranch in Arizona. So I'm a groundskeeper, so mowing lawns, just various groundskeeping stuff, which I will do a video on my ranch life and working in the future. But yeah, I got that job groundskeeping, and I'm also part-time cooking as well to help them out until they hire a cook. So I'm just kind of relieving the ranch cook on his days off, which so far it's just been for employees. We haven't had any guests on the days that I've been cooking. But yeah, pretty exciting. It came at a really good time. I mean, it pays decent, and I got a place to live. It's a little travel trailer. So it's a travel trailer that I live in. It's a 24-foot. I will give a tour of that and kind of the ranch in a future video, and kind of my job and what I do. But yeah, it's kind of interesting to have that other perspective of living in a trailer, what it would be like on the other side of having something bigger than a Ford Transit Connect. But yeah, I'm working at a ranch, mowing grass. And I'll be doing that until the beginning of May, pretty much. So it's a seasonal job just for the winter. And but it really helps me out because I needed to make more money than just working for a month and a half during Christmas would have given me. Like, I need to pay off my credit card, and then I need money to travel on after that. So this is going to work out really, really well. And yeah, I'll show you some footage from around the ranch. That happened to be a lot of rainbows that day. So there's a lot of rainbow footage in here. So enjoy this footage.
Ready?
Lots of rainbows today. Sweet. I've never really seen a segmented rainbow like this. Very interesting. The rainbows just won't stop today. It's pouring rain right now. I'm almost getting bored of rainbows at this point. But there is a double one here, so I guess I figured I might as well film it. You can start to see that second one just a little better there. So some of that footage was taken from the ranch, and some of that footage was taken from my travel trailer, which is about a half mile away, so I have to walk about 10 minutes to work in the morning. And yeah, that's pretty much my video. I would like to, I'm going to do a questions and answers coming up here, so if you have any questions, put them in the comments, and I'll try to answer that hopefully in the next video. So questions and answers number 5 coming up, so throw your questions in the comments. I am currently camped in the Prescott Basin Dispersed Camping Area. I'm at Site 12. It's December 17th. And yeah, I'm gonna save this for a future video. So that's pretty much my video. I'm gonna do a future video on, like I said, on giving you a kind of a tour of the ranch a little bit and kind of what I am doing there. And then I'll also show my little travel trailer. Talk about that a little bit. But yeah, that's my video. So thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff. Thanks a bunch.